Hey guys, real quick, wanna see what I got? First, let me tell you, it's about 9:31 at night. Mashed potato stage. Yeah. Now let me tell you something. When it got to the custard stage, which is that first stage, if you look at my homesteader soap video, you'll see it looks like thick custard. I couldn't even stir that stuff. So I left it to sit. It wasn't cured at that stage, but I left it to sit, and went ahead and put it into the oven for about 30 minutes instead of my usual 20. And when I came back, it was nice and soft at the gel stage and sticking, like you see, around the edges here of my pot. And this stuff is good to go. Okay, so now I have to pour it. For those who are wondering, with oven process, Andrea, well, when do we put our additives in if we just want to put additives in and we're not hand milling the soap down? This is it. This is the stage that you put your additives in. This nice, thick, looks like shiny mashed potatoes. This is the stage you want to put your additives, your colors, your, I'm still stirring this because I don't want it to set up on me, because of the tallow and the other stuff in here. Yeah, this is the stage you want to put that stuff in. Now, for those, I usually don't take the temperature of my soap after it's done because I'm just going to pour it and let it sit, and the heat is going to help it to cool, harden, and shape itself. But for those who want to know, it's, let me take that away from here. It's not 82 degrees in the kitchen. The tip of this was sitting on the end of the pot. See, the temperature's going down. So I'm going to take the temperature of the soap, and I'm going to guess it's about 170 degrees. If your soap is 170 degrees when you do the oven process, you see I'm raising the bottom temperature here to 170. If it goes above that, then I know it's really hot. If your soap is 170 degrees, do not add your essential oils. If you add your essential oils to this pot, to your pot, after it is nice and hot, depending on the temperature here, if you do that, you're going to end up flashing off the oils. Flashing means you're going to burn them off, they're going to cook off, and you're not going to have any essential oils in there. You should wait until the soap cools to about 150 degrees max. That is the hottest it should be. The lowest you can go is 140 if you can get it to that stage. So let's take the temperature. Somebody asked me, this is called a, this is an Accurite thermometer, and I think it's absolutely cool. This is the reason why I do not need two thermometers when I do soap making, because I can just wipe this off and put it in the oil, wipe it off again, put it in the lye, wipe it off again, or neutralize it with some apple cider vinegar, and I'm good to go. Alright, so let's take the temperature of the soap. See how that sits in there? It's nice. It's nice and soft too. And we can watch the temperature go up. It's going to go over 170. So I'm going to warn you, it's going to beep. It beeps if if you buy the Accurate, you can turn the beeper off here. That's good. Not bad. So it may not get to 170. Okay, so right now it's about 165 and still rising. I'm going to leave it at that. And I have to pour it into the pot. You want to see me do that? Here, let me get my stunt, my stunt person to help me. My stunt camera holder. Because I don't feel like setting up the tripod. This feels so creamy and velvety, and when it's done, it feels nice. Alright, excuse me, stunt tripod, can I bother you for a minute? Yeah. Come here. I need you to hold this for me so I can pour this in the... Where did the mold go? I have a feeling I know where it went. Here you go. Here, hold this into the pot. Okay, so the stunt tripod, Brianna, has the camera, and I'm going to ask her to step back out of the way here, please, so I can put this on the counter. It's not a new mold. It's a mold that's been sitting around the house. I haven't replaced the other one yet because I like Rubbermaid. Okay, so we're going to pour. First, this mold has holes in it. So I'm going to take soap and fill these holes first. So that'd be an interesting little design when I go to hand mill, huh? So can they see that? No, they don't. I can show you the holes here. Can you see the hole? You see that little hole right there? Okay, so I'm going to fill these holes with the soap and tap that down. Now I'm going to just pour the rest of this in. Let's sit this on the counter here. And start pouring. Yeah.
It looks like mashed potatoes.
It does look like mashed potatoes. That's when I know I've done it right. I'm going to stir this slightly because the bottom, only reason why there's a color change is because the bottom's hot and the top was cooling. So I'm going to stir it up. And I know there are soap makers going, no, you're creating air bubbles. So what? I don't care if you don't care. Soap should not be perfect, people. Especially handmade soap. If you're doing it yourself, it should not be perfect. Perfect would be nice. Perfect is nice sometimes. I don't like perfect. I mean, I like perfect when I'm getting ready to do something, but it don't have to be perfect for me. Especially soap. Because you're going to use it, and you're going to melt it down anyway, right? Exactly. That's what I said. Okay. So I'm still adding here. Are they getting that? You see the mold? Now this is not a smaller mold. It's the same size as the other one, but this made more soap. So I'm going to have some slightly bigger bars. I'm trying to get this all out. And remember what I said about the adding parts. If you're going to start adding stuff, do it before you pour into the mold. Now some soaps, you may have to grease your mold with some, God forbid, petroleum jelly. I know, it's sick, right? I don't even like using mineral oil. But I substitute that if I need to grease my mold. I substitute with cooking spray. Some olive oil cooking spray. And it works really good. So
Clean the pot out.
yes, I cleaned the pot out. I'm supposed to. So I'm going to stir this again. And it's going to cool. And I'm going to put the lid on it. Yes, I have a lid. I'm going to put the lid on it. And let it do what it do. And that's, the heat's going to keep it hot. And it's going to live its life for a day. And you see how fast this is cooling? That I can hold this in my hand with no burning. I mean, really. So fast. So awesome. Okay. Let's try and get some of this off of here because it's quite a bit. I'm going to bang slightly. Not a lot. Because the guy downstairs will be having kittens and cows. Neighbors need to realize that noise happens when you live in an apartment. Okay. Wash test to the sink. Turn the water on. Your hand. Take this. I just pulled it off. See, this is how I get my balls. Y'all wonder how I get my soap balls? This is how. Alright, I'm going to take part of this. I don't need that much of it. Wet my hands. Hot water. See that? Small, creamy bubbles. That feels nice. Oh wow, that feels really nice. So that's going to make a nice hand though when I get around to it. After I cut it. I'm going to cut it tomorrow. Y'all want to see me cut it? I'll make a video so you can see. Brianna's shaking her head. Yes. Say small creamy bubbles. Not huge big bubbles. It should be nice creamy. And just like the book said, lathers luxuriantly. Alright people, later.